Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, let me catch you up quickly. A little while ago, I started an experiment where I invest exclusively in ICOI, the Bitwise Coin Option Income Strategy ETF, for 5 years, and we track every single dividend, every share purchase, and see where this thing takes us. Now, before we get into this month's numbers, I need to address something important because unfortunately there are some changes being made to how the experiment runs, and I want to be fully transparent with you about why. So here's the situation. I've been running this experiment through CommSec, which is my main broker here in Australia. And CommSec has a policy that I didn't fully account for when I started this. They don't allow you to hold or trade micro-cap investments once a stock drops below $5 per share or the market cap falls below 300 million. ICOI is currently trading around the $9 to $10 range with a market cap of just 18 million. That is well below CommSec's $300 million threshold, which means this experiment simply can't continue there. I genuinely didn't anticipate the ETF's market cap shrinking this much when I set this up, and I'm sorry if this feels like a disruption, and it's not ideal timing, but I'd rather fix it properly than just quietly ignore it. So what's the solution? We're moving to Sharesies. Sharesies fixes two problems at once. Well, first off, they allow you to trade microcap stocks or microcap overseas stocks. They let you also buy fractional shares, which means I can put a set dollar amount every month and buy a portion of a share if needed. So no rounding issues, no wasted cash sitting idle. Secondly, and this is actually a big upgrade for the experiment, Sharesies supports automatic dividend reinvestment. So instead of me manually buying shares every time a dividend lands, Sharesies can do that automatically for me. That means every dividend goes straight back into buying more ICOI, compounding faster with less room for human error on my part. I know broker changes are annoying, and I want to be clear, the experiment itself is not changing. It's the same stock, the same goal, same 5-year time frame. Just a better platform for what we're trying to do. And apologies for any confusion about this. So let's keep going. Since CommSec's microcap rule is why we're here, I thought this was a good moment to quickly explain what market capitalization actually means, because it's one of those terms that gets thrown around a lot. Market cap is simply the total value of a company or fund as the market sees it. You calculate it like this: share price times total number of shares equals your market cap. So if a company has 10 million shares on issue and each share is worth $5, the market cap is $50 million. And that's it. Market cap is one of the main ways investors categorize investments by size. So a large cap is generally over 10 billion. Think your big household names like Apple, Nvidia, major banks, etc. These are considered more stable and liquid. Mid cap, roughly 2 billion to 10 billion. Growing companies with more room to move, but also a bit more risk. Small cap, 300 million to 2 billion. More volatile, less analyst coverage, but can have big upsides if you time it correctly. And then micro cap, which is under 300 million. This is where ICOI sits right now. It's higher risk, lower liquidity, and just as we've seen, some brokers won't touch them. The reason brokers like CommSec restrict microcaps isn't because they're necessarily bad investments. It's a risk management and liquidity issue. A fund with an $18 million market cap means there's not a lot of money flowing through it each day, which can make it hard to buy or sell without affecting the price. It can also signal that a fund is at risk of closing down entirely if it shrinks too small. That's worth keeping in mind as we continue watching ICOI. Okay, let's have a look at the performance for this month. Alright, let's see how many shares we can buy this month. So having a look, we'll just type in June, ICOI. Now we'll check the price. It's $9.86. at the moment. So 9.86. Now our dividend per share, we've got the email, and I'm sorry this was a little bit late this time, but let's have a look. So 16.16768 cents. So let's do that. 0.16, what was it? 768. Okay, so the number of shares, we'll pull this down, and we should have 73 shares, which from last month we bought one share there. So we'll see the total value. The value's dropped a little bit to $719.78. So this will be what I start with in Sharesies. So I'll probably have to move all of those, either transfer those shares or sell them and rebuy them in Sharesies. So we'll work off this figure. So the ex-dividend date, this one was the 26th of the 6th. So 26th of the 6th, 2026. A lot of sixes there. Total dividend received. We'll pull this one down. We got $12.24. So this will probably buy us one more share. So $10.40. We'll pull this one down, and another one share. So next month, you'll it'll be slightly different, and we'll see everything happening in Sharesies. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in as always, and if you appreciate these videos, please like and subscribe, and then you'll get notified when I release a new video. Alright, thanks everyone, and have a good month. Cheers.